Oh my. You rigged it! Good job, I hope you're happy. I hope you're happy. The city that built your league, you're screwing them over. At least they... I sat through every single 82 of those horrendously played games. I watched every single Pacers game. I watched all 57 losses, and I watched all 25 wins. No, I never rooted for the team to lose. But when they lost, I could at least look forward to, in the draft it'll help us. I sat through all that horrible stuff. Now, once we got Hallie, it got a bit better. But the months of October through January were very, 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 very bad. And I sat through every game. And even when Hallie came, we brought new players, and it still sucked, I still watched. In November and December, when people were giving up on the year, and people were saying, oh, I'm not watching the Pacers anymore until they get better. I'm not buying tickets anymore. Guess who was showing up to games? Guess who was watching every game? Me. I was staying loyal throughout that whole process, the whole rebuild, that whole horrible year. The Herb Simon, oh, I think this little team is good. All that bullcrap. A careless owner. A GM who likes to draft tall white dudes. Unathletic tall white dudes. All of that. All the drama in the October and November months when the Pacers were losing with Carlisle and LeVert and Sabonis and the Miles Turner trade rumors and Malcolm Brogdon trying to pretend to be a leader and just all of that bullcrap. Sat through all of it just to see the Pacers get the 6th overall pick when we had the 5th overall odds. Jaden Ivey could have dropped to 5th. Actually, they had him going 5th on that draft board in the lottery. I thought he was going 4th. But you know what? At least at 5th, maybe there's a chance. Maybe there's a sliver of a chance that Jaden Ivey drops down to the 5th overall pick. At the 6th, no way. No way he's dropping down there. He is too good to drop down there. It's not happening. If it does, it is like a 5% chance of that happening. So now we just gotta try and get Shady on Sharp. That's who I've been looking at to draft if we dropped out of Ivy, because I don't want a big man. I don't want Keegan Murray. I don't want Johnny Davis. Both of those guys, I saw them play before. They no. They could be good for other teams. They would not be good for us. Sharp is probably the right person to take at that 6th overall pick. He's a risk, but he could fit our team. It just makes me insanely mad that my whole life as a Pacers fan, in the early years when I was like 3 and 2, and I was still watching games when I was that age, because this is Indiana. Like, we grow up on basketball. There is a reason that the inventor of basketball, James Naismith, said that Indiana is where basketball got popularized. Basketball is life here. Everybody watches basketball, or at least knows a player on the Pacers. Everybody knows who Reggie Miller is. Everybody knows who Paul George is. Like, it is life here. I've been watching this team since I was freaking out the womb, bruh. I was out the womb watching this team. In the early years, we were freaking sucking, winning like 20, 30 games. Then the 2010s came, early 2010s, making Eastern Conference Finals runs with Paul George, David West, George Hill, Danny Granger, who's a bit injured sometimes, Roy Hibbert, Orlando Johnson. I don't know why I remember him, but Orlando Johnson. Like, all those guys, freaking TJ Ford and rookie Darren Collison. Like, we were making Eastern Conference Finals runs and some playoff runs with those guys. And then LeBron came in and ruined it. And then the 2015 through 2016 era, when we were not making the playoffs and getting beat by teams like the Hawks and the Cavs with Paul George, and not much help for Paul George, and then Paul George leaving. And then, 2017-18, probably the one true year of pure happiness until the NBA screwed us over with the officiating in that series. And then 2018-19, where all the injuries came in, and the year we were supposed to be decently good, Victor Oladipo gets injured, everyone gets injured. And then 2019-2020, we make the playoffs, and we just crap the bed as soon as we get there. 2020-2021, we make the play-in, have a good first-round play-in, second round of the play-in, the Wizards destroy us. And there's tons of drama surrounding the team. And then this past year, and then before I was born, the Malice at the Palace, the 1984 draft lottery, the trying to get through Kobe and Shaq in their prime in the 2000 NBA Finals, the 90s against the Knicks when we were getting screwed over also by the refs. With that, the famous one being Patrick Ewing obviously traveling for a game winner and them not calling it. Just stuff like that. All that crap that Pacers fans have been through. We've been trying to just find something. Just give us something. We haven't had a championship since 1973 in the ABA. In our 55 years of existence, if you can name one time something was rigged for us, I will redact this comment. If you can find one time something was rigged for the Indiana Pacers, I will redact this comment. Nothing has ever been rigged for the Pacers. Nothing has ever been supposed to go our way. Everything is always against us. The refs, the commissioners, the people who advertise games, they hate to see the Pacers because it's Indiana. Indiana isn't a glamorous place. I might love it. I might love this place, but I also love cities like Detroit and Cincinnati. Also cities that media people don't like. I don't know why, because if you focus on a place, everyone's going to follow you, because if you're ESPN, you're the leader, like everyone's going to follow you. So I don't understand caring about market sizes, but they do. All my life, that's just how it's been. We could get a franchise-changing player, and we could have Hallie and Duarte with a franchise-changing player, and then Jalen Smith at power forward, and Miles Turner at center, and good young guys on the bench, and just a good roster. If Sharp works out, then that's good. If he's generationally changing, I think he has the potential to be, that is good. But they might have just screwed us out of some amazing players. It is bullcrap. It is bullcrap. I will be saying that to the day I die. The 1984 draft was rigged against the Pacers, and you know what? So was this one. Taking it to my grave, that's just a fact. The NBA hates to see the Pacers succeed. They never want to see it. They never want to see us happy. Why I choose to continue to come back to this, I don't know. Like, look into my eyes, bruh. Does it look like I'm joking? Does it look like I'm playing around here? Like, this has been the story of my fandom. Even when we make it to the highest points, we still get screwed over. There's something there that just, if it wasn't, we would have gotten what we wanted. If something went a different way. A what if is always in the way. What if LeBron stayed in Cleveland? What if the Malice at the Palace never happened? What if we won the 84 draft lottery? What if we won the 2000 NBA Finals and Shaq never left Orlando? What happens if we beat Orlando in the Eastern Conference Finals in 1998 or 1999 or whatever year it was that was, when we faced Shaq in the Eastern Conference Finals against beating the Knicks in the second round? I think it was 98. What if Larry Bird never trades away Danny Granger and then brings in Evan Turner and then makes Miles and then makes Lance Stevenson upset? What if Paul George never, does any of this insane stuff that he's done or said, where he just turns mentally unstable? What if Herb Simon doesn't own the Pacers, and what if Jim Irsay does? All these what ifs that could lead to the Pacers being good, never gone our way. And they probably never will. The day that I see the Pacers win a championship is the day that I'm going to win the lottery. Because the odds are very slim that anything goes our way. When it comes down to luck, the Pacers don't have it. So stupid. Like, why can't Pacers fans just have something? Why can't we have something? We've almost had things, but then they get injured or they leave. Or our ownership, it wants to be cheap. One of the most storied franchises in basketball history. The most important city in basketball history doesn't have an NBA championship. You can't tell the story of the NBA without the Pacers. There would be no, Patrick Ewing what ifs. We were the people that tired him out or eliminated him in the playoffs, and then once he got to the finals, if he got there, he was injured or banged up or old or tired. We were the ones that did that to him. Or he wasn't there because we beat him. Patrick Ewing would have had a way easier route to a championship if the Pacers aren't there. Malice at the Palace, that never happens if the Pacers aren't an NBA franchise. The ABA merger, Pacers were one of the biggest teams in that deal because we were the best team in that organization's history. Reggie Miller, Paul George, Danny Granger, Victor Oladipo's rise. All things that are going to be told in NBA lore for a very long time. All guys that the Pacers took a risk on. Who says another team does that? Who says another team develops them like that? Halliburton getting traded to Indiana doesn't happen if we don't exist. '84 draft lottery, if we don't exist, the Knicks already have the number 1 pick locked up. I mean, they might still rig it for that one. That one's probably a bit of a stretch. It's stupid.
Just got unlucky on a few plays tonight, One of those plays, I thought he was standing still, but he just hit the shit out of that one guy, and the guy went flying. They blew the whistle, and they called it on him.